Yes, this is, of course, the perception of people outside, that we're a huge bubble and it's all Wild West. If you're inside of that business,
So much more, it's much more organized. Or
things looks pretty much different.
Okay.
But anyway, it's not really regulation. I think it's more like guidelines, and the purpose of it is to provide at least some guidance for startups and for companies in this space, right? And a lot of people expected more from this guideline. I think it's very good. It gives a shape and basic guiding principles, right? It doesn't, give too much detail, but it just hints on certain things. And this is great. This is what we need. Principle-based regulation. This is a strong side of Swiss regulation, and this is great.
What is so great about it? I mean, what principle-based regulation?
That you leave a space, right? You don't go there and provide 100 rules for all the cases in advance. If this, then it should be like this. Because you see, the space is so new, right? We never had this before. How could you go over and write a very detailed prescription and regulation? That would kill the innovation in this space, right? And this is exactly the reason why we here in Switzerland, was FINMA as a regulator, have a very good chance to develop into global crypto hub. Because we have this principle-based approach, it enables breathing space, it enables innovation. And, we will see where this goes.
Part of the reason for this kind of guideline being imposed is, of course, to protect investors from money laundering and to keep things as transparent as possible. Do you think it's going to be effective enough?
Well, you see, I think this guideline is now not deciding anything. Everything that is there was actually there anyway. Now it's just on paper, right? Okay. It means, that FINMA is looking at those cases case-by-case basis, right? Because they're all very different, right? So this stays the same. It's great that they said, okay, there are those 3 types of tokens. And even, some people say, oh, well, this is obvious. No, but this is great because up to date, no other country did this, like even classifying like that, right? So this is great. And they're saying, well, with payment token, of course, you need to apply anti-money laundering rules and so on. And with utility tokens, there are other definitions. So this is nothing new, right? What is great also, that they kind of also hint on that how they apply this regulation and how they will deal with those cases. This is more forward-looking. So that means, those ICOs that have been done in 2017, a lot of people are afraid, that now they will start to dig into those ICOs and start to... Okay. So this is not the focus. The focus is the future. And actually, I think the most important part was not what is in the guidelines, but what is in announcement about the guidelines. And in the announcement, there is a quote from Mark Branson, who is the head of FINMA, and he's saying something like, with our balanced approach, we enable innovative projects to run fundraising in a compliant way, right? And this statement, this is actually the biggest and the most important statements because it shows the way FINMA is going. It shows the way they want to enable innovation and good companies coming here.